Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Wednesday. We have a Botanical Collection set to build, the Succulent set. I got this at Costco earlier this year at a pretty good price, so that was pretty nice. But before we get started on that, I do have one of the small... It's not exactly a gift with purchase. It's a rewards point, insider points, VIP point, whatever they're calling it these days. Reward. It was actually there was a bunch of these that were released in Japan for October, I think. It had been Easter, but it's basically little rides. So they do not have online instructions for these, unfortunately, as we experienced with the whatchamacallit, the Walkman set. We have 2 bags of parts. Oh, I know why there's 2 bags of parts. Okay. And howdy, everyone. How's it going? So we have a bag of parts for the ride itself and a bag of parts for the base, because there's 4 of these sets. I did get all 4 of them, and the base is the same, but the ride is different. How about offline ones? This is the offline ones. All right, so let's go ahead, and we're probably not going to do that first. Yeah. So let's go ahead and pour out this one. It's just, it's a little weird to get a bag of parts in a Ziploc bag. But hey, you know, whatever works, right? For these small production run things. Need a good night's sleep, huh? Well, you should probably work on that. Alright, let's see. I guess we'll come back to the minifig because that is something that we will do later. That's in the other bag, and I don't want to pour out the pieces just yet. So how is everyone doing today? Surviving, you think? Yep, still alive. Well, it's a good thing you checked, because it really sucks when you find out that you're not alive, and you're like, oh, darn. Here I thought I was alive, but it turns out I'm not. What a bummer, dude. Could be undead, but you probably wouldn't have a pulse then. Even a vampire doesn't have a pulse. Went to bed early yesterday, but woke up at 3 a.m. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, Lego printed tile there. That's pretty cool. I usually just have trouble getting to sleep. I mean, I do wake up, but I don't usually wake up that early and not be able to get back to sleep. My issue is usually falling asleep late and let's see, 1 by 10. Like, having trouble getting to sleep, and, I mean, waking up multiple times, but then getting back to sleep kind of thing. That's usually my issue. There we go, 1 by 8, another 1 by 2. It's really weird looking at instructions down here rather than over here at my screen. I'm so used to it now. I'm so used to it. I don't know what I'd do if I cheated on you guys and built a set, you know, without you. Like, would I build it here so that I could look at my screen over here? I don't know. It'd be very weird. Alright, 1 by 2 with 2 studs, and another 1 by 2 brick. And 1 1x2 brick there. And then we get a red mailbox container. And that goes right there. And inside, we get our 5 coin tiles. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Insert them all into the coin box. Let's see. Silver 1x2 tile, grill tiles. Alright, where's the other tile? There it is. Alright, we got brushed silver 1x2 tiles here, which are really nice to have. Very shiny. Not like chromed, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Excuse me? Why did you pop off? So how's everyone doing today? Made it through half the week. It's an important milestone. Alright, let's see. A pair of 1x3 plates. That on there. So in another of my arguing with dumb people online, it's an addiction I have. It is unfortunate. It was announced that there's a Mandalorian movie coming out. Howdy, Bahamut, how's it going? And apparently they've, so far, apparently titled it Mandalorian and Grogu. So in another Discord, a couple people were discussing it and suspecting that the title was going to change. You know, this is a, you know, basically they're saying this is a working title. And someone comes in and is like, no, they will not change it. It's on a website now, and it's a Star Wars movie. They can't change it. It's like, I mean, pretty sure they can still change it. I went and got a link of all kinds of other movies that had name changes, and he's like, none of those are Star Wars movies, though. They replaced Baby Yoda. That is Grogu. There we go. Get that right in there. Oh, I'm good. Just, you know, my usual laughing at people being wrong and dumb on the internet. Right, you know, my mouse cursor does not turn this page. My mouse cursor does not turn that page. Just in case you guys were wondering. The mouse cursor does not turn this page. Alright, so turn it and you get your little ride to go up and down like that. It's a pretty cool little mechanical feature. We have a spare gray half bushing. Pearl silver 1x1 cylinder tile with 5 printing, and a brushed silver 1x1 cylinder plate. Sorting named lands in your physical Magic the Gathering collection. That's pretty easy for me. You know how books work. Like, it was just this weird thing about this guy's absolute insistence that the name cannot be changed. It's been posted on a website now, you know? It can't be changed. Not that it probably won't be, or might not be, or anything like that. Oh, no, no, no. It can't be changed. Like, they haven't even started production of the movie yet. It, like, takes place later this year. Which probably means that the script isn't final. It's just like, oh my lord. All right, let's make our little kid. He's got a classic smiley right there. Got midi legs. So many named pieces of land in Magic the Gathering. Not in my collection, because those had just started coming out by the time I stopped. Alright, so he has some dark green binoculars, which are pretty neat. And you can give the kid either boy's hair. It doesn't have to be boy's hair, I suppose. A short haircut. A long haircut. And a helmet. No visor, though. And he does have a classic space torso. They can't change the name. It's on the net, which means it must be true. I know. I know. Exactly. That King of the Castle game twists real quick, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it's usually expected that you lose your first round. But yeah, that's a fun game. That is a super, super fun game. I encourage everyone to come out next Monday and participate. You know you want to try to ruin my kingdom through rebellion or summoning a demon. More importantly, bees! Although, I don't think that's in that VOD yet. I think it's in this. I think they start showing up in the second one. 2x3 here, 4x6. Was I internally crying that I couldn't just reload an event or two? Nah. Not really. I don't think I ever thought about that, actually. There were a few that I was like, oh god, I didn't know it would do that kind of thing, but that's about it. And that's fine. The game is about interactive storytelling. And, you know, now I know. Will I remember? Probably not. Well, that's one of the nice things about it is that you can join for a time, and if you gotta go, then you can, you know, you just don't do anything else. And then if you watch the VOD, then you can see if your character shows up and stuff. That's a pretty fun thing. I do think that it tries to pull people who have been active, because I would notice that someone comes in to chat and then like they immediately show up in an event. So I do think that there is an element of trying to, you know, get the people who are more active in there. There's also an element that the people who own the game should show up more often as well. Alright, we got trans neon yellow 1x2 tile. As long as the interaction is all about me, eh? What do you mean by that? There's more interaction than just that. I think that's one of the really fun things about the game is that There's events for just the nobles of their groups to vote on, and I have like no control over that. I have no input whatsoever. Other than, you know, like, as a streamer saying, you guys should do this rather than that. Yes, Lil Bunny, it definitely is. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go that way. And get the wedge plate on there. I don't know, I just think it's fun to be able to customize your character, too. Is it worth paying the... Well, I got it for like $5, and I saw it available for like 7 or 8, and I think their retail is 10. I think that's what it is at now. So, you know, I mean, yeah, I can understand not considering that worthwhile, but it's also only $10, or less if you get it on sale. If you join, your platform will be solely securing farm subsidies for your people. Well, you can definitely do that. I mean, that's one of the fun things, is that you can join one of the nobles, and you don't have to act in the noble's best interest kind of thing. You can act in the kingdom's best interest. You can be like, I just want trade. I just want more trade. And then you can vote for just trade-related things, or farming-related things, or whatever is funny. You could be loyalist to the crown. You could be a loyalist to a different faction. You could be like, I don't want my side to win. I want the coast to win, because they're green. No, of course not. This is a DC area. DC area doesn't get snow. What are you talking about? I mean, technically we did get a dusting one morning, but that was a dusting and one morning. Your loyalties would be to the dragon factions. Well, we did find some dragon bones. We did find some dragon bones. You had to walk through snow this morning? Well, you know, I mean, if you just would send it to me, you wouldn't have to worry about it. People always complain about snow, and then they never send it to me. I don't know. Makes me really suspicious of their claims to not want snow. I don't know. Your family in Hagerstown get some snow? Not so much the ones in Silver Spring? No, Silver Spring is DC area. It does not get snow. Hagerstown, that's up Frederick Way, and yeah, they get actually quite a bit of snow for the region. I mean, it's not Frederick, but it's Howard County. But have you ever complained about the snow? You love snow and want it all? Well, I'm not saying everyone complains about snow. I'm just saying that there are people who complain about snow and then they don't send it to me when they could. I definitely approve of you liking snow, and I wouldn't want to steal snow from other people. And yes, I know Tidal Rabbit does enjoy mayhem. Crimson Clover also wants the snow. I mean, maybe that's the thing, is that there's too many people who want snow, and we're all just competing for it. And that causes the snow fairies to be like, I don't know what to do, and then I'll just snow here. And then the people who aren't asking for it, you know, it's like cats, you know? cats will go to the people who are allergic because they're the ones being super quiet, and everyone else is like, "Oh, kitty, kitty, come here, kitty," and the cats are like, "No, I want to be somewhere quiet." I mean, you could just talk to the snow fairies. Have them send it to me. It's actually snowing right now, and really messed up your commute, but you still love it. Just had to rub my face in it, didn't you? Getting your snow. What snow? Make the proper sacrifices to the snow demons. Yeah. So this is a piece from, I don't know what set, but obviously it's supposed to be like the front of a thing, but they have it here for a flag, so it's kind of on its side. Wow, Mega Flare and the Snow Fairies. You know that's likely to just get you more snow, right? Alright, get this 2x2 plate under there. Get our little kid in there. He's got his phone. It's probably from a rotary phone. There we go. Get it on the base. There we go. This is pretty neat. This is really cute. That is an adorable little ride. Now, these are the steps to get up. That's a big jump between there and there. It could use a ladder. Alright, so spare parts. We got trans red 1x1 cylinder plate. A trans red 1x1 dome light, a 1x1 quarter cylinder tile in blue, and a 1x1 cylinder plate in gray with bar. And of course, technically, 2 pieces of hair. Let's go ahead and put the... Oh, sorry, horse. There we go. Go ahead and put that up there. Rotary cell phones. Yeah. All right, now let's get started on our succulents. Kid reminds you of the little guy who was going to space with his teddy bear. Yeah. Kind of similar idea. Yep, that is empty. Hit my keyboard. This is the smallest one of these instruction booklets that I've seen. All right, let's see. 3, 1, 2, and another 3. All right. The Lego Succulents. Some are prickly and still somehow adorable. Others are plump and still look so chic. Home design gurus say they can easily perk up any corner of your room. And they are the perfect houseplants that make even a newbie plant parent look like a pro. Meet the Lego Succulents. I mean, multiple members of my family have killed succulents, so I don't know about that. Cheez-Its. Let's get that out of here. We got our 6x6 plates. Put those up there. We had rain so heavy that they had to close certain roads. FEMA offices near me closed early. So, you know, like, we had a lot of rain and a lot of wind. Succulents make fabulous table centerpieces, can dress up windowsills, and make any space instantly Insta-worthy. They say having succulents in a room helps you focus, and building this set is likely to give you the same feeling. On the plus side, you don't have to water them. That's true. Build pot by pot or group them all together. Either way is smile-inducing. There's a succulent for everyone. Unlike other plants in the LEGO Botanical series, each LEGO succulent can be built in its own individual little pot, which can be either connected to make a beautiful group of succulents or showcased separately. Instructions to build also come in separate booklets so that family and friends can all enjoy the LEGO building experience together. From the design team, Andy comes from Southern California, where succulent gardens thrive and are known for their beauty. My friends are all expert keepers of these desert jewels, while I, on the other hand, never had such luck. So, being able to pay tribute to my home with this LEGO set was indeed a dream project. No succulent was harmed in the making of the set, said Andy, which was a happy first for him. Alright, bag number 1. The Larch. We've had so much high winds and winter storms of rain or snow. Sometimes both. Some places got flood warnings and that. Yeah, we had some flood warnings and high wind warnings. And there were places to the north of me that got a lot of snow. Well, and west. Mountains of West Virginia. But sadly, it was all just rain here. Like 2 inches of it, though. Which is really good because we were having some drought problems earlier this year, and that has certainly helped, I'm sure. Alright, sand green 2x2 plate with octagonal bars. And of course, Old Town Alexandria always floods, so there was considerable flooding down that way. I don't know how Ellicott City fared. They always get floods as well. The city, like, so basically, the city main street is built down a river valley, so heavy rains just causes that all to like rush down Main Street. January, the perfect time to build all the flower-related LEGO. Yeah, kind of felt like that. I have a few sets that I want to wait for because they're perfect wintry sets, but I wanna wait for actual snow. Like I did the Story of Nian already, and I got another one similar, but I would like to wait for actual snow. I got about 3 months during which there's a chance of it. Not a high chance, but a chance. I'm saying there's a chance. Like, there were predictions that we might get up to, like, 12 inches of snow this winter. Obviously, there's a lot of time still left. I suspect it's going to be rain, because it's DC area. DC area does not get snow anymore. Correct. We are edging more and more to subtropical. Like, there are native plants that are probably not considered native anymore. Alright, we got our little flowers on there. Let's get a bright orange 2x2 cylinder plate and a 4L bar. You can see it is 4L. Get that all the way in there. Orange 1x1 a cylinder brick. Alright, white 1x1 brick with side studs. Get a yellow flower in the center. And bright orange 1x1 plates with teeth. I don't know that they need warmer weather, because there are vineyards in England and France. Okay, get that on there. There we go. Alright, so a bright orange 2x2 cylinder plates. And these peak slope elements, they're slightly curved here. They're the type that would be like good for changing a direction, but I don't think they quite. I mean, they kind of work with their own slope, but I don't know that there's anything else that. Oh no, that should. But the fact that it curves makes it very weird, and it does come out half a plate that way, so it's a strange piece. It was used as the mouth part for Optimus Prime. All right, let's see. Green. Do we have a different shade of green? No, we don't. All right, green 1x2. Plate with clip. Yeah, I think it's more the soil type or something like that, or like maybe how the water drainage is or something. Next thing you know, there'll be a new land bridge connecting continents again. I think we're more likely to lose land. Alright, there we go. Orange Echeveria. Orange Echeveria, also known as the Orange Monroe. This succulent boasts adorable rosettes of varying shades of green and orange. Imagine they went with orange because green was a little boring. There we go. And 1 2L axle there. Alright. Some orchards require acidic soils. Yeah. So I think it's more about soil and like ground type and stuff like that. How the water drains, that sort of thing. Alright, dark green 1x4 bricks into 1x2 bricks. Yeah, it was very disappointing. There's only 3 colors, and one of those colors isn't in production anymore. It was only in, like, 3 sets, too. I went to a hobby shop once, and they had, like, a giant box of brick separators, like, packaged brick separators, and my thought was just like, why? Why? A, why would you buy this to put on your store shelf? I mean, I guess as a hobby shop, you're thinking, oh yeah, well, let's get tools. But I can't believe anyone actually bought those. Except, like, people who don't actually own Lego to get them for other people. All this, like, water he drains poorly through clay? I mean, I would hope so. Why would I want to drain well through clay? So the funniest video on either YouTube or Facebook, on wishing he had a brick separator as a kid. Oh yeah, no, they're very useful. I have Lego pieces that have tooth marks in them because I was trying to get them separated. And doing it the naughty way. Alright, dark green 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. 3 1x1 plates with bars and round ends. Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's all about like how many sets you have, but I mean, I don't know if there's a cat alive that could abscond with so many of my brick separators and in such a way that I couldn't find them, that I would be like, man, where are my brick separators? Stopped collecting early 90s, so they had not added the separators in every big set. Yeah, you bet a raccoon could though. That would be a challenge. That would still be a challenge. Yeah, the 90s had this one, and they only sold them separately. It's a good separator, but it's not quite as good, although it looks better. Plus, it's either green or dark gray. There we go. Another 1x1 cylinder plate. Have to let a few in my home first. I mean, I could try it with just one. Isn't that right, Princess Linda? I could, but no one would buy. No one would buy the separators. Alright, I need another, there it is. Sand green 2x2 cylinder plate. No? I'm allergic. The only way that I'd end up with a feline family member is if I lived with someone who had one. Not that I don't like cats, I'm just allergic. They have meds for it, but again, like, I'm not going to do that on my own. I have obsessive-compulsive hand-washing issues that makes it not fun to pet animals of any sort. I mean, like, I do it and stuff like that, but I gotta immediately wash my hands, so I must admire felines from a distance, indeed. Indeed. There we go, get that on there. How is that? Kind of like that, I think. Alright, 1x1 cylinder plate on top there. I mean, my father, you know, used meds for his, but that was him. Cats clean themselves quite often. Yeah, that's not, like, that doesn't actually matter. Like, I can't deal with cave crickets, and they clean themselves like cats do. So, but I don't see anyone being like, oh yeah, just get cave crickets. It's fine. That's the thing about, like, OCD and phobias and stuff like that. They're all irrational. It doesn't matter what the facts are. It's your brain going nuts. Why would you deal with cave crickets? Around here, cave crickets are everywhere. If you have a basement, you got cave crickets. If you have a shed, you got cave crickets. You go outside at night, you got cave crickets. I got a phobia for them. You've sort of developed a thing where if you touch something dirty or something, you start immediately reaching for hand sanitizer. I mean, I think that's probably more of a like a learned reaction as opposed to like OCD. From claw-like to succulent, from claw-like to succulents, we like. Huh. From claw-like to succulents, we like Lego claw elements from Fantastic Creatures make up the spiky aloe. From claw-like to succulents, we like. I guess that's that's a separate line. And then Lego claw elements from Fantastic Creatures make up the spiky aloe. I would put a period on that first thing because it's not like a name or a title. It's a little odd. What, my phobia? I don't talk about it much. It doesn't come up much. It's not really any different from arachnophobia. I don't think it's common enough for there to be a name for it, though. Well, the cave crickets clean themselves? I mean, why would you... Why would anyone learn about cave crickets unless they have reason to? But yeah, so they're detritivores. They eat up like skin cells and hair that you've that's fallen out and stuff like that. Cave crickets, yeah. I mean, it's just like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're everywhere around here. East Coast, up until it's too cold for them kind of thing. Like, there might not be many up in, I don't know, Maine or Nova Scotia or something like that, but... Okay. So there we go. We have an aloe plant. Very spiky. All right, and the third plant from this group. There's a green 4x4 plate. Oh, and I mean, like Bahamut, I'm sure that there's not a whole lot of people. I mean, I don't know. They're like. I know that Alaska tundra, come summer, when the top layer starts melting and everything like that, just tons and tons of mosquitoes. And it's not something that most people think of when they think of Alaska, I bet. You've seen cockroaches, but never a cave cricket, even regular crickets, but not cave ones. They're also called camel crickets. Wish you lived in Iceland where there are no mosquitoes. The London Underground has its own species of mosquito. No, I didn't think you were. Don't worry. Alright, where is the hinge base? There it is. Get that on there, and a brown 2x2 rocker hinge top. You don't remember seeing something like that? So, I mean, just because they're everywhere doesn't mean that you'll see them as well. Get that on there. They like cool, damp places. So they're called cave crickets for a reason. They tend to live somewhat underground. So you're really not likely to hear them, like see them in daytime outside kind of thing. Yeah, you can definitely hear them when one gets inside. It is really annoying. And they start chirping away. You hear cave cricket and you think of the troglodyte species. Same thing with daddy longlegs, or places you see them more often. Yeah. And again, like, you have to be not exactly looking for them, but they show up in certain places. Like, if you don't have a basement, chances are you do not have cave crickets in your house, kind of thing. Leaves made from ice cream cones inspired by hens and chicks. The leaves arranged in a rosetta pattern originate from the swirl top of an ice cream cone. Okay, not having a period at the end. Leaves made from ice cream cones. That's a line, a separate line. Well, and there's different things that are called daddy longlegs, too. Like, your daddy longlegs might not be the daddy longlegs living around here. We do not need Lego cave crickets. So it depends on how, like, humid your basement is as well. If your basement is pretty dry, then you will not have cave crickets, because they like it humid. But yeah, DC area, I'm pretty sure, and I would put money on, like, the entire northern East Coast. I would put money on them being everywhere around here. But that also doesn't necessarily mean that you see them. Like, Baltimore Orioles, named for Baltimore, found in this area. I have never seen one in my entire life. Foxes are everywhere around here. I did not see one until I was an adult. You know? A lot of animals are good at hiding. DC just gets scarier sounding all the time. What about foxes? You never seen that many foxes, and you don't think you've seen any wolves, even though Alaska has plenty of both? Yeah. Oops, that's not the right piece. And of course, there are certain dangerous spiders and stuff like that that can be found around here. Again, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to see them. Cousins of Silver Spring have been there so long they remember when some neighborhoods were farmland. Yep. Didn't realize DC had such wildlife. Washington, D.C. has a national park within its borders. It's a pretty nice one, too. It's not flat like Central Park, but Central Park has a lot of wildlife as well in New York. And there's tons of farmland, not farmland, but forests and everything around here. Do I visit it often? Not really. You'll shake your head at those videos of YouTube on YouTube of people hand feeding deer. I've never actually seen a video on YouTube of people hand feeding deer. I've seen that at other national parks, though. Mostly in this region, deer are just those animals that always come out and eat your plants when you aren't looking. And dang it, they got into the backyard where certain plants are, or things like that. But a family friend of my neighbor visited in high school one time from Texas, and it was funny, like, she was over at my house chatting, and she just went like, you know, oh wow, or something like that, and I was like, what's up? A squirrel! Oh, yeah, there's squirrels around here. People like things that they aren't used to that are cute. She loved looking at the squirrels, like trying to get into the bird feeders and everything. Like, my mother would be like, no, get them out of the bird feeder. Those are for the birds. And she's just, like, super excited to see the squirrels there. It was funny. Hens and chicks. Hens and chicks plants are called such because they can quickly produce numerous babies. Okay. Interesting. Alright. So, this one into there. Into there. There we go. Those are the first of our plants. We have 2 extra 2L axles, but I think we're going to be using those. Dark green 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Brown 1x1 cylinder plate with solid stud. Aqua ice cream swirl piece, and a 1x1 plate flower in yellow. You see squirrels all the time and still like to watch them? Well, I mean, like, there's a difference between just, like, casually watching them and intensely watching them and, like, making cooing sounds because they're so cute. Which is perfectly fine. It's just not something that you typically get from people who grow up around squirrels just because they've seen them so much. And again, if there are people who do that as well for squirrels, even having grown up with them, that's fine. Just saying it's not common. I hadn't experienced that before. I thought it was funny. In a good way. There's a lot of coral pieces. It's more like I'm more commenting it on it as one of those things where, like, you know, you can take something so for granted that it is refreshing and interesting and amusing when someone who isn't used to it and thus doesn't take it for granted experiences it. Ah, yes, okay. There are the 2L axles. There we go. All right, so that is that one. Let's move on to the second booklet. All right, 2x2 bracket there. Or, not bracket, panel. Corner panel there. There. And there. As a kid, you and your mom used to put out birdseed in the backyard? Yeah, the bird feeders, you have to constantly change up their location and everything like that around here, because the squirrels are smart enough to figure out how to get to them. They will be extremely persistent until they figure out how. There we go. Alright, a 2x3 dark green plate and a 3x3 dark green plate. Right there. And 3 more 2x3s. And is that... Yeah, I think that's just a lime green 1x1 flower plate on top. Remember one video series on YouTube of this guy making obstacle courses for the squirrels trying to get to his bird feeders? Yeah, you know, if they're gonna try, then make them work for it, you know. There was a one thing that I saw of someone made a little tiny wooden like picnic table and attached it to the top of their fence and put out some food for the squirrels on them so that the squirrel would sit on the bench itself and eat from the table, and it was so adorable. Just seeing the little squirrel sit there like a person at a table. It was cute. All right, so one of the plant elements that we're using here, Forestman's hats. One of the great pieces, one of the great Lego pieces. There we go. Good way to get more Forestman's hats. Oh, Tattle Rabbit, you have one of those benches for the squirrels? So that's where Robin Hood got all those hats? Aw, that's adorable. I didn't know you had one. I'm not surprised, no. I guess I didn't realize that it was widespread enough for people to have them beyond that one person. Although, it makes sense. It does make sense. Because it is adorable. It's very adorable. I'd consider getting one for my mom, but she'd just be like, feel that would just bring more squirrels to the yard. All these plants would make lovely flower forests for minifigures, wouldn't they? I'd kind of want some of them bigger, I think. I would like if something held this in a little bit better, you know? There are approximately 10,000 types of succulents that you can grow. The fun Lego succulents are a great way to start your collection. Like, this is just resting in there. If you flip it over, it comes out. Which I'm not a big fan of. And all it would take is, like, a 1x1 cylinder brick and 1x1 cylinder plate in there. Get that there. Someone gave her a porcupine pet an edible mini pumpkin, and the sounds the pet made were so adorable. Hedgehogs can be pretty adorable, too. I know someone who has one as a pet. Has shared pictures occasionally with me. Cute little guy that just fits in the palm of his hand kind of thing. Just don't stroke hedge piggies the wrong way. Yeah. But that also kind of goes for a lot of creatures, just with more different consequences. You gonna try a new D20 for minifigs today? We'll see if that one works better. Green 2x2 cylinder plate, sand green, or brick green, sand green 2x2 cylinder plate. Alright, we got a red friction half pin, I believe. Yep, that is friction. Get a brown pin holder with clips. It's from one of the Magic the Gathering bundles you got in the last 2 days. Nice. And you have 2 of those now, right? I mean, if they sent one a replacement out, don't necessarily have to return the other one. Don't need to tell them. Flip it over. Get that on there, and... Nope, that's not brown. Need the dark gray. There we go. Alright. Brown 1x1 cylinder brick. See, they could have put another one of these in. Flip that over, and we get a little small dome, originally produced for BB-8 as a BB-8 head. Alright, sand blue boat studs and 3 quarter cylinder tiles. Gotta make 4 of these guys. One place that I worked, I don't know, just popped into my head. There was an open field near the work because it ran under some like transmission lines. And one day we noticed that there was a fox had made a den there, so there were little fox kits playing. That was fun to watch them. Unfortunately, I never got a real good picture of them because, like most baby animals of that type, they shockingly tend to move around a lot. And it was really far away. You could not get close. Otherwise, they would skedaddle into the den. They were very cute. Yeah, I don't know that you can get them here in the US, though. I think they started from a Russian experiment or something. Yes, well, I only had a phone camera, and not a great phone camera at the time, so... Okay, we got our 4 boat studs there. Then we get our lavender shoulder elements. We have 2 studs on the underside. And get purple bar holders with bars. Let's get these on. There we go. Okay. Alright. So that is gonna go... Oh, that needs to go that way. Turn that way. Turn that one that way. Alright, hold on a second. Not sure exactly on the positioning of this. Turn that one that way and get that one in there. Okay, I'll try to figure out the actual angles on this in a minute when we get the others on. Lavender Echeveria. The lavender varieties of Echeveria have some fun names like Afterglow and Cubic Frost. What would you name yours? I don't know. I would have to see it, I think. Alright, then Sand Green. Okay, so that goes like that. Goes like that. So these shoulder elements are used on like the Marvel large figures as shoulder pads, shoulder coverings, pauldron kind of things. All right, flip it over, and we want these in between here. Just cheaper to buy tea bags and make your own tea. Yeah. Yeah, definitely is. On the other hand, sometimes it's worth it if the taste is better. Like, it's cheaper for me to buy, like, certain cereals, like Raisin Bran, getting, like, the store brand, but the store brand just doesn't taste as good, you know? So I tend to get the name brand. Okay, there. Ah, there we go. All right, got that. Okay. Pop that out a little bit more. Let's turn these a little bit so that they're a little bit more like that. There we go. See how that goes. And get that one just like that. Feels a little bit high, but I don't know. I don't know these plant types very well, so I don't know how accurate it is or anything like that. Okay, let's get started on the sixth one. Here's a Technic 2x4 brick in green. Has the cross-axle holes down the center. Years later, Bahamut had grown his own tea, yeah. There was I remember a really dumb Twitter thread years ago of a guy who said, it was like talking about, I think it was like passive, like trying to make a comparison with like passive income and work and how much money you could make growing tomatoes with like, and he was using like really simplistic math of, like exponential growth and stuff like that. It was just so incredibly dumb. It just reminded me of that for some reason. Just the kind of thing that anyone even slightly skeptical should have been able to look at and be like, I think you got something wrong here, sir. Like you've made an error in your math. Because he wasn't taking into account anything like it was like you grow it and then you use the seeds to grow more or something like that. Not taking into account even like, yeah, it was something like that. Like you start with like X number of tomato seeds, which produce X, tomatoes, which each one produces X number of tomatoes, or Y number of tomatoes, with that, you can just make exponential money kind of thing. Completely ignoring the fact that you kind of need land for it. I mean, it wasn't even that. I mean, like, again, yeah, it wasn't even taking into account the fact that, you know, not every crop comes in, you know, that you can have famines and droughts. Drought, not famine. It's a different thing. And then, of course, he did not take into account, like, fertilizer, didn't take into account the amount of land you need. You can grow them in a pot, yeah, but you can't then exponentially grow them. It's just... It was just one of those epic dumb person who thinks they're smart threads. So good. To a certain extent, there's like, if you think that you found a solution that no one who, like, you're outside of a field, and you're like, aha, I have discovered something that no one else in the field has ever discovered. Like, apparently, you know, I don't know, all the farmers are doing something wrong because they're not getting super duper rich kind of thing. Take a step back and think, have I made a mistake here? Fools are certain, the wise are doubting themselves. Yeah, there's definitely an element of that too. Yeah. There we go. I like the spiky bits on this one. It's pretty nice. And the limits right yeah, I mean, like, it's just like at every single point he was not taking into account a whole mass of elements. But the bigger thing is just, like, believing that he had discovered something that no one else had, or something. And yet, how many people in history have farmed, you know? There we go. Those do go up. Yep. All right. Alright, and then at the top, a 2x2 cylinder tile with hollow stud. Let's get that lined up properly. There we go. One of the things you like to grow are different colored carrots. Yeah, heirloom carrots. Getting back to the original variety, rather than the orange because of the Dutch carrot. Alright. It's a very nice, you know, like, kind of cactus form for that. And we get the blooming top here. I mean, rabbits like them. Okay, a pair of 1x2 cylinder plates with hollow studs and rounded ends. I see what they're doing with this, and that is pretty cool. It is definitely something that I may need to take into account. Yes, I was making a joke, sir. A little joke. Yeah, rabbits eat grass, and that's what hay is. It's just grass. They love the stuff. Howdy, Shield of Hope. How's it going? All right, lots of coral pink pieces here. A very pretty shade. Now we need to get 8 of these and alternate them. All right, so that is, yeah, all right. I mean, that's basically what rabbit pellets are, the pellets that you get for feed. I mean, there's other stuff in it too, of course, but it's mostly just dried and pressed grass and stuff like that. And they like to have a bedding of it as well, and they'll just eat it. You don't think you've seen that color of Lego before? It's pretty nice, and it would be great for making a Char's Zaku. Yeah, this is the coral color. It's fairly recent, like last 3 years or 4 years or something like that. They have a new shade of orange out this year as well. Not to mention some new shades for skin tone. There we go. Well, you mean the plants? I'm pretty sure these are all domesticated types of plants. Oops, forgot a flower. So they might not be found in the wild anymore, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to die out. Oh, you were referring to the coral. Got it. There are places where it's still, okay. But yeah, the Great Barrier Reef is not doing so hot. And there we go. So it's a little fragile because like these parts, like there's more give there on that part. But if you extended this longer, it would make it easier. You could like if you had this length for it, you could definitely get more out of that. Alright, and dark green, 1x1 cylinder plate there with another flower on top. And right on there. Moon cactus. The moon cactus glows red because it lacks chlorophyll and must be grafted onto other cacti for it to grow. Oh. fit in there. No. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. It's okay if it doesn't. But that looks pretty cool. Alrighty. So, connect that in there, and that in right there. Get 2 more here. Alright, spare parts. We got red 1x1 cylinder plate, tan 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, olive green 1x1 plate, coral 1x1 plate, coral 1x1 tile slope, 1x1 plate flowers in light lime green and orange. Or no, not light lime green, regular lime green. 1x1 cylinder tile in light lime green with a top peg. A sand blue 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, a red friction half pin, a black 2L bar with stop, and a beige short plant with 3 stems. There we go. Looks like a video game monster type to you. Well, they do sometimes sometimes make plants, monsters that look like plants, so, you know. Okay, let's graft these together. There we go. How about that way? There we go. All right, but it's time for us to do some minifigs. All right, you can get over here, actually. All right, let's see. What do we want to start with? How about we start with this one here? Bonk. Got here just in time for minifigs. Nice. All right. Let's see. I got a D6. 2, so that's going to be our first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Where's a D8? There's a D8. All right, that's a 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. The only minifig that we are still missing is Pinata Boy. Pinata Boy, of course, is a superhero. He is able to hit his foes with his pinata stick and cause them to spill out candy. It was deemed too violent for kids, though. All right, about 1:20 to go. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Also, I need to shift this a little bit so that... There we go. So that horse isn't hidden. We can't have horse being hidden. That would be wrong. Be dangerous, too. He understands it sometimes. There we go. All right, about 50 seconds to go. Got a 6, so that's the one with the cap. That would be, yes, the space fan. The space fan. Which would work with our little space ride. That would work well with the space ride. All right, 30 seconds to go. How many of you are going to vote against me? How many of you are going to suspect that I'm going to get it wrong, having no faith in me whatsoever? All right, 10 seconds to go. A last chance to get some predictions in. Okay, and the timer is just about up. Let me go ahead and get my timer ready. And there we go. Okay. And go. All right, what do we have? What do we have? Okay. 6.93. We have another Peapod Girl. Seems appropriate for having plants to make today, that we get another Peapod Girl. Not a Queequeg girl, a Peapod Girl. Yep, and that is indeed what we've got. All right, let's choose that prediction. So once again, 6.93, very fast. This piece made it easy. All right, let's choose that outcome within 20 seconds. And who is getting the hams? Red Hyena, Crimson Clover Blossom, and Kinshear getting the hams. Very nice. Ice Oven going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope and Alt F4 VR Gamer going for 50 to 60. Bahamut, Tidal Rabbit, and Lel Bunny having no confidence in me whatsoever and going for no. Just terrible. Just terrible. See, she is super happy, and look at her torso. Does that look like something delicious to you guys? Looks like a salad. Kind of have bowls like that too, actually. I do not know why she has an apple again. Does that mean Peapod Girl is a princess? So she can probably feel the peas in her pod? What? What? Weak salad, just some romaine tomatoes. Yeah, I know. Not even any cheese. But look at how happy she is to be a Peapod Girl. Just like, 3 peas in a pod. Except she's one. I don't think I know that one, actually. Okay. So that is actually 4 of the Peapod Girl that we have gotten. The name sounds familiar, but I cannot think of what it might entail at all. All right. Let's go ahead and choose a Ninjago minifig. Let's go ahead and roll for it. No, I'm not going for the middle one again. I'm pretty sure we've emptied that out. I'll go for it again if we've gotten everything. Like if we're still missing things and these are getting low or something like that. But for now, not go in the middle again. Again, middle. Again, middle. Okay, there we go. That's this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So we're a princess who sleeps in a bed and complains about a lump in the bed. Does not sound familiar. All right, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's start our prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? So we are missing that woman, that Garmadon, and the rocker. D20 says 4. You are doubtful. Oh yeah, I should roll a D20. Let's see what my D20 says. Three. Yeah, we could theoretically get him. So that would be him. We could theoretically get him. Oh yeah, actually, Bahamut 4 reroll because we've already gotten 3 of him and we can't get any more. All right, about a minute to go. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Oh yeah, I should also put this back on the shelf. You also got a 3. Ah, well. We got 2 D20s saying it's going to be a 3. They could be wrong. They could be wrong. So, there's apparently the boxes for the new series have codes on them that you can use to figure out exactly what's in them. I'm still going to try weighing them, but that also probably means that we're not going to be actually getting the, like, we may not be getting the weights anymore after this if that is just an easier way of doing it. So I don't know how I will do that then in the future. Definitely going to need to think about that a bit. But predictions for this one are closed. I might roll dice. We might roll dice. We'll see if the dice get it. Not the rice, the dice. All right, and go. All right, what do we have? What do we have? Give me some pieces that I can feel, please. That is... Okay. 15.73. I do believe that we have that lady. I felt her handbag. LEGO actually wants folks to get what they want. Well, it is not something that kids are likely to figure out or be able to like easily do. And that is indeed that lady. So that might be it. I think they understood because, like, if you with the feel method, if you're careful enough, you can always figure out what's inside. Like, the reason why I gave myself the 1-minute timer is to put pressure on myself so that I can't just sit here forever. Because if I sit here forever, I will always get it. Every single time. There's just... I'll always get it. So, if you really wanted something out of these bags, you could always get exactly what you wanted out of the bags. Unless you rush it, or you're like me occasionally, where it's like, oh, I felt a piece, I know it's that one, and then, oh, yeah, there's actually two figs with the pieces. And you can't do that with the boxes, so... I think they may have listened to people complaining before about the Marvel ones, and decided that this time they would be printing a code on the bottom. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Her hair seems a little bit off. There we go. Got a little ID tag there, but a cute jacket. And the hairpiece is really cute as well. I don't know if they've used that in anything else. And the handbag is nice. I don't have that color. So yeah, that's really nice hair, I think. Okay, so there are now 3 left that we need to get. The dice did succeed for us this time. I'll go ahead and put those away. And that can be put away. And now we have Series 8 again on one of our hangers. There's only 2 left on this hanger. It's not about confidence in kids' brain power. It's that they would have to look at it online and they'd have to think about looking it up. Some certainly will, but so the main issue that LEGO had, the reason why they've been reluctant to do that is that they don't want adults to like go to all the stores and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the lederhosen guy, and I'm gonna clean out every lederhosen guy from every store in my area." That's the main reason that they didn't want to put codes on there. But I think realizing that, just easily be like, "Yep, that's the one that I want. Yep, nope, no, I don't want that one. Yep, I want that one." That kind of thing. At least if you have to feel it, then you're standing there being very obvious, and if there's a kid comes up and is like, and you're rude to the kid, the store is probably going to get mad at you and stuff like that. So I don't know. Anyway, maybe they realize that it's not an issue. They may be making enough at this point. The very first season was really low production run. Anyway, let's go ahead and I need to choose the outcome. Right. Sorry, I forgot to choose the outcome. So that was 15.73. I was within 20 seconds. Who got the hams? Let's see. Kinshir and Red Hyena getting all the hams. Crimson Clover and Ice Oven going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut, Tidal Rabbit, and Lel Bunny having no confidence whatsoever in me. And just completely doubting my skills. And, doubting my skills. Doubting my skills. It's terrible. Anyway, start a new prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go! Get your predictions in. Let's see, what does the D20 say? There isn't a police person? What number is it? 12. 12. That's like a DJ or something. Mine says 15, which is another pirate. That seems unlikely on this this hangar thing. But we shall see. About 1:10 to go. Get your predictions in. Looked like an undercover cop with wanted poster. Give you some zoom-ins. And if anyone ever wants me to zoom in on these again, anytime I'm doing one, just ask. I mean, as we're doing them. Now that you see it up close, you can see the DJ. Yep. All right, 30 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? So we've gotten the robot. We have gotten the skier. We've gotten the businessman. We've gotten 2 of the bad boy. We've gotten the Santa. We've gotten Shakespeare, or the actor. And we've gotten 2 of the pirate captain. And predictions are just about closed. Go ahead and reset that. Okay, predictions are now closed. And go. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What is that? All right, that doesn't help me any. I don't know what that is. That feels like. All right. Oh, let's reorient. I do not know what I was... Oh, all right. Okay. Now I know. All right. 58.33. Very close. We got the football player. You don't expect to see the goat and herder around for a while? So there's a set coming out later that's going to have a goat in it. Or that's rumored to have a goat in it in March, and the Lego will probably put up the goat, probably that version of the goat, not the other version, on Pick-a-Brick. So no, the goat market is crashing. All right, a plain white torso. We've got a number 12. Is there an obvious front and back? Yeah, that is obvious. That is the front. He has a single-sided face, very loose legs. There we go. And our football player. He doesn't look that happy about winning. All right, so that is the football player. Let's go ahead and mark that, and I need to complete the prediction. All right, well, someone's going to get a fair bit of hams here. 50 to 60. Let's see, who is getting the hams? Shield of Hope. Oh, man. 300 hams for 12,209. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Crimson Clover Blossom and a Red Hyena going for within 20 seconds. Ice Sovereign and Kinshir going for 20 to 50. And Bahamut, Tidal Rabbit, and Lel Bunny going for no. Once again, having no confidence in me, and what do you have to show for it? What do you have to show for it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Good day, sir. I mean... Alright, let's get our minifigs put away. And grab bag number 3 and a second bag number 3. Your dignity. I mean, do you though? I don't know, you're so mean. You're so mean to me. I don't know how you guys can live with yourself being so mean to me. There we go. Go ahead and put that away. Look at all of these. Look at all these light lime green eggs. Easy eats pickle. Oh, oh, oh. All trying to play victim. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? I am the victim, after all. All right, Bahamut, have a good rest of your day, your night. Darn garter belt thief. Well, look, I mean, if the lady didn't want me to steal her garter belt, she wouldn't have put it in her her wardrobe. I don't know what else to tell you. No, they're eggs. They're eggses. Alright. So, first of all, two 2x4s in green. Get our side parts on. I mean, they're egg-shaped and not ball-shaped, so they're hungry hippo foods. I mean, they're not going to roll well. There we go, and then we get our corner panels. And then the straight panels. There we go. I mean, they roll, but they're not going to roll in the way that you need them for, like, hungry hippos. I got some bright green there, another sand green octagonal bar. Another bright green 2x2 cylinder plate on the underside. A 2x2 dome, and a 7-petal flower on top in dark pink. Get that right there. And then we get 8 of these parts. Around the edge. There we go. All right, Crimson, thank you very much for coming on out. Have a good rest of your night and rest of your week as well. I really do appreciate it. There we go. And finally, the last of these blades. There we go. Making a nice little ridged plant form. Ball cactus. Cacti, including the ball cactus, can live from 10 to 200 years, and we bet LEGO Succulents could beat that record. I don't know about that, actually. We really don't know how long LEGO bricks actually last. Without, like, deforming and stuff like that. And degrading. Okay, pair of 2x4 green bricks again. Did I never find a way to get the lighthouse label to work? I thought I got that. Oh, you know what? All right. Hold on. I think it's because of that. Okay, well, it doesn't show up well because it's like white text on the white of the PDF. I'd have to rearrange it. Yeah, I'd have to rearrange its position. It showed up better when it was like when we had different colors, but Acrobat updated, and I will need to look into changing like the like it's gone from gray to white. It used to be that the you can see like a border around it right now. That's kind of the the background, not of the PDF itself, but of Adobe Acrobat, and that used to be gray, and it used to actually blend in pretty well with the kind of stud pattern that's back there, and it doesn't now. And I did a quick look, and I don't see any actual obvious way to change that stuff, so. Because remember, these companies know better than you how things should be displayed in their programs. I mean, that's one reason why I have the periodic Moobot thing coming up. Nope, we got all the corners. They are the experts. Alright, lime green. Let's get the second lime green one out here. Pair of 1x1 cylinder plates. And green 1x1 plate with round ends. There we go. Get that on. There are some leaves. The burro's tail plant with its plump green leaves are made from elements commonly used in LEGO sets as dinosaur eggs. And chicken eggs. Let's not forget the chicken eggs. Gigantic chicken eggs. Don't question it. The chickens basically can spring forth fully grown. There we go. Get that on there. Make a second one. It's going to be a little bit larger. There's a bar with clip. There it is. There we go. And another 1x1 cylinder plate on there. Now green angle connectors with studs. Or angled bars with studs. Some of the LEGO names for some of these parts is like connector number blah 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 kind of thing. It's like, yeah, it's a great name. It's a great name. It's exactly what you want to call it when you're talking with other people. Yes, hand me that connector number 68, please. Yeah, which one is that? 68, you know. 68. But yeah, they also like have tools on the sides, and I can't see any way to put them back on top. I don't know. I would think that the canvas color could be changed for readability or screen brightness purposes, but it looks up LEGO names. There we go. Alright, get a pair of 1x1 bricks with 5 studs. There we go, and a 6L bar with stop all the way through. Another 1x1 brick on there. Another 1x1 brick on top. Washing machine brick. I have no idea what that might be. There's all kinds of, like, partly because people come up with names for these when they're kids. There can be all kinds of funny names that people have for them. Like, I have a piece that was used for, like, cameras and stuff like that. It's 2 plates tall. It has a stud on the end, 2 studs on each side, 2 studs on top, and a little round stud holder element on the other end. And I would use that as a dog before they made actual, like, animal, dog animal parts. And I still think of it that way. It's a Lego dog. Let's see, we're getting these on all of them. Yep. All right. I was wondering if there was one in this set, but there is not. There we go. Get that on there, and there we go. Get this one on here. There we go. And now we get eggs. Actually, let me start at the bottom. Actually, going up the side might be better. I don't know. I don't know what the better way of doing this is. But there's a lot of them that need to be put on. These were used in that gift with purchase flower pot set as well as, like, I think I always thought of them as like pussy willows, but I'm not sure if that's the actual name. Yep. There we go. There's one left to put on, right there. Okay, let's see if these are even. All right, that seems pretty good. Okay. Burro's tail. The burro's tail, or the donkey tail, is a tropical plant native to Mexico and Central America. And then we get our top on. So many lime green eggs. Whatever shall I do with them all? There we go. And that slides right on there. Yep, like that. Okay. Okay, let's put that right here. And now for the last one. Get a red 1x2 tile slope in there. A brown rocker hinge bottom. There we go. Gray 2x2 top and a 2x2 corrugated brick. 2 plates high. Get that in there. Then get our green 1x4 bricks in there. go. I like all the variety of builds that we get on these. They're pretty nice. All right. Now our panel corners. Some panel straights. And there we go. All right. Next up, we get the... let's see, is that friction? Yeah, okay. Friction pin with 2L axle and 2 black pulleys. Let's do that. We need to make sure that the cross line in there is lined up. Yep. That means that the holes get lined up that way. And then red, on that side. Red friction half pins. There we go. Of course, when you only know a piece by your own name, and Lego's name is very kind of arcane, that can make it difficult to find them if you want to buy them on, like, Pick-a-Brick online or something. All right, and then we take the automatic pistols and stick them in here. You may not know it, but yes, some succulents do in fact have automatic pistols growing within them. That's where we get them from. You just go out and harvest them. All right, there we go. Alright, we get a stack of side stud bricks, dark green 1x1 plate on the bottom, a 1x1 dark red pyramid on top, and there we go. Okay, there's that. There's that one, the second one, with a pyramid on there. Okay, get another pair of the double curved parts. And another pyramid. Lots of nice dark red in this one. So we got 3 of those. We need 6 of them. There we go. Dark green 1x1 cylinder plate and pyramid on top. That's 4. This will be a 5. And finally, 6. Let's see, pyramid. I see 2 extra pyramids, which probably means that there's going to be a pyramid on the top of the whole thing at the end. Alright, and these stick into the grip of the pistol. Actually not that easy to get on once the pistol is already on the heart. I think yeah, and I'm getting them turned a little bit because of it too. But I can straighten them out once they're done. Go. There we go. Okay. And that will fit in, not like that, like that. There we go. Okay, dark green 2x2 cylinder plate, and then we'll get 1x1 plates with round ends and bars. Imagine guns aren't meant to be attached to table-sized flower petals. That's fine. I'm sure if they thought they could sell more, then they'd be like, absolutely. Alright, dark red 1x2 plates with center clips and 2x2 curved slope with angles. Get those on there. There we go. Knights of the Succulents. The ruby red Echeveria has small pyramid elements at the tips of its leaves that first appeared as detail elements in LEGO Nexo Knight sets. That is indeed the case. All right. We get our pyramid on top of the lime green 1x1 brick with 5 studs. 3L bar in bright green sticking through there. Stick you down through there. Red Echeveria. Red is the color of love. Next to Valentine's Day, skip the roses and give a LEGO Red Echeveria instead. Ladies, how would you feel about that? Guys, too. You know. Guys can receive flowers for Valentine's Day, too. I mean, I, of course, would always be happy with receiving LEGO, but that's me. Get that right there in the center. There we go. There we go. No real opinion. That one goes right there. Okay. Now we connect this up. There we go. Ah, I see. So you can pop the top off there and put those in. I guess that's why they're doing that. Still, I would like it stuck on a little bit tighter, but that's me. There we go. Alright, spare parts. We got a dark green 1x1 plate, dark red 1x1 pyramid, bright green 3L bar, dark pink 7-petal flower, a green angled bar with stud, a dark gray bar with clip, and a lime green 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Alright. So there we have our succulents. So what is everyone's favorite of these? You can look at them at an angle. I think the cactus is probably my favorite. I think that's the one that I like the most. Obviously, I have a soft spot for the Forestman hat flower, the gunflower. That one is pretty nice. The dark red is really nice on this one. I like how colorful they are. They do look really nice and colorful. And they definitely make a nice little display piece. And you could, like, display them all in a line, too. You like the egg one? That does have nice colors. You like the lavender one? Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with all the colors that they put on. Like, they could have gone... Like, a lot of these have cultivars that are just green. Like, they could have just gone all green. And while I am a big fan of green, I do appreciate the variety of colors that you get with these. Pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But I think that is going to be where we wrap up tonight. We also have our little space ride. Which is fun. And when we come back next Wednesday, we will be building something else. What? You will have to wait and see. We will be back on the Friday for some more Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. We'll be back Friday night for some more of the Natural History Museum. Probably 2 more sessions of that. Space Ride into Flower Galaxy, indeed. You get them all nice and close. Oh, and of course, you know, we should put Peapod Girl in here. You know. So we will be back Friday night for more of the Natural History Museum. We'll be back Saturday for another double dose of Spelljammer. Both the tabletop at noon and more Suffering Through Pirates of Realm Space in the evening. Monday we will be back for more King of the Castle, where our lovely, lovely dear viewers out there will once again try to usurp my throne, toss me off, and put their own preferred candidate on the throne. Quite rudely, I might add, quite rudely. And then next Wednesday we will return to retro gaming, playing some more Blackthorn, and as I said, building something else in the... I mean, I figured out the stats. I would just need to sit down and go through the my thing and do it for all 10 characters. I don't need to know which of the 3 really controls everything. I can just set them all to the same thing, and that's fine. But it's a little bit of a pain, but, you know, we'll see. But that will be something that I am going to try to work on before the stream. And I have an idea on trying to hurry up the process a little bit, but we'll see about that. Unfortunately, Robin Graves, I was just about to finish up. I am just finishing up myself. I was looking to see if there was someone to raid, and I saw you, and I was thinking about you. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, we can head on over to Avac's channel. We'll get a raid going there. Sorry about that, everyone. I was literally just finishing up. That would have been, yeah. That's happened a few times with raiding into someone who raids the other person. But thank you very much for the raid. I really do appreciate that. And sorry you're coming in right as I'm raiding out. But thank you all for coming out to watch, and we will be back next time. See you then, everyone.